following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time. Taking for the Terry Bush representing the May. Here Mafia, Mr.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am joined by my fourth partner for the night in the broadcast booth, Supernova Sean Cordova.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Chris Preston coming to the ring, huh?
Yes, Chris Preston enters in at the fourth match of the night, and this has been more or less your nemesis as of late.
Yeah, for several years now. He dropped me on my dome last show.
Yes, he did, and it was quite disgusting. How are you feeling, by the way?
I could be better, but I'm going to be wrestling tonight in that six-man tag. Nothing's going to stop me from doing that.
Sir, no days off for the Supernova.
No.
Now, I know you and Preston have had your wars in the past, but it feels like lately it feels more personal.
It really has. It really has. He does have a chip on his shoulder, and he has Dax on his shoulder, basically.
Yes, he does take in a flock of the School of Lions that have turned them into a terrorist organization.
You definitely could say that, yes. But we have unity. We have the unity on our side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quite a collection of stars that you guys have, but sooner or later we're going to need to see some wins picked up over the Mayhem Mafia.
Sooner or later, it will happen. It will happen. We're strategizing. That's all we can do.
We thought you had him for sure in that double dog collar match, but it was not to be.
You and me both. Who does he have tonight?
That would be Devin Wilson, a rising up-and-coming star here in the League of Lions.
Former digital media champion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As he lost it to that man over there, Dax Xander.
Did Dax Xander come out with a title?
Well, it would be an absolute shame if he didn't. Yes, sir. He is carrying it.
He has it. He has it. He's running like a scared little girl. I see you. I see you.
Me? Apparently the digital media champion has a bone to pick with us. How long have you been champ?
I believe he won in December.
So he's had one title defense.
He had one title defense against Devin.
Right.
But now Chris Preston will be wrestling Devin.
Yes, sir. A matchup that has been much looked forward to for wrestling purists.
So all three of these men have been digital media champions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The title has not been in the League of Lions for long, but it is becoming a prestigious belt nonetheless. Oh! Shots fired from Devin Wilson.
Only 3 champions, yes?
I believe we had one more.
One more? Mm-hmm. Okay. Who was the other? I don't know. I'll look it up.
You know where you can look that up?
LeagueOfLionsWrestling.com.
Woo! You are on it tonight, Supernova.
Let's go. The bell has sounded.
Yes, the answer to that question is Kilgore Nix.
Kilgore Nix, you're right. Yep, you're right. He now resides in New Mexico.
That's right. He has taken a hiatus from professional wrestling, but not his physical health. He is working on his craft in other states.
I had some battles with Kilgore Nix. We had a street fight once upon a time.
I think you've about had a match with everybody in this company and outside of it.
You're probably right. But I haven't been in the ring with Devin Wilson, actually.
You have not wrestled Devin Wilson. That would be a match I'd love to see, actually.
I thought he was...
Oh, he flinched!
Chris Preston is out of the ring early. Did you notice what was on Chris Preston's finger today?
Yes, he seems to have injured himself earlier in the day. I heard it was a bad guitar accident.
So will that slow him down? That's the question. It looks like he might be slowed down already. Wait, Dax Xander
trying to get in the head of Devin Wilson. to help bolster his partner in the Mayhem Mafia. As you know, they do run in packs.
They do. They're like wolves. When they smell blood, they're on you. Devin Wilson looks like he's not playing around no more. He's coming to get.
Looking to take the fight to the Mayhem Mafia, just shoving him over like a child.
Get out of my way.
Now, Cordova, you have wrestled Chris Preston for many, many, many years.
Many moons.
What kind of game plan does Devin Wilson need to come in the ring with?
He needs to keep looking out for Dax. That's one.
Yes, sir. You cannot count out the Mayhem Mafia in any match that any of them are a part of.
I would say fast and fierce. That's all you can do.
Lay on the pressure on Chris Preston, and don't let him get his second win.
Never let him up because he's going to come at you. He has a wise mind. He will cheat to win if he has to. But yeah, you have Dax. You also have Aaron Storm, who he can't be far. And of course you have that.
Oh, big suplex.
You have that Jeremy Preston always in your back pocket.
Yeah, that Jeremy Preston, his is a nuisance.
Sometimes you don't even know he's there, and he'll get you.
Hey, any way necessary.
But right now, Devin seems to have his way with Chris Preston.
Well, that's how all these matches start, isn't it? You think you got him on the ropes, and then you get a thumb to the eye, or a fist to the crotch, or a heel to the chin.
You're very right. Chris Preston is wrestling for New Age Dog tonight. That's on his arm, NAD.
Yes, sir. We all remember fondly of Bill Ruffin.
Bill Ruffin. This is the house that New Age Dog built, you could say.
I would say that, but the League of Lions, I would think, perfected it.
Right. Devin is still on top, though.
Yes, sir. Looking to get back in that title picture for the Digital Media Champion. And Dax looking onward as his mentor getting kicked in the gut.
Sending him down to the corner. What does he have in store?
Keeping Chris off of his feet is indeed a choice.
Stomping a mud hole in him. The crowd is behind Devin Wilson, former Digital Media Champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, the Digital Media Championship, is that something that you could see yourself wearing eventually?
That would be nice. I need that title.
Oh, he said piss off. Deep cut.
Oh, I do need that title, but I also need the title that Ethan Daniel has, the
Lionheart Championship.
And I would become a Grand Slam champion if I get that one.
A Grand Slam champion, you say?
Corey Summers is the only one that can hold that title so far, the Grand Slam Corey Summers. He's going to get counted out if he doesn't. Nat does not play games when it comes to counting.
No, he does not.
He will get to 10.
Eventually.
Oh!
Big DDT there by Devin Wilson. Cover. Kick out at 2. Devin Wilson still looking for a way to put Chris Preston down for the 3 count.
Going for the pinfalls. That's the only way to win.
Well, there's submissions.
They're submissions. They're count out, but he wants to pin Chris Preston.
He's a noble fighter.
This is the guy you got to look for right here.
Yep, there he is trying to get Chris Preston his 5 seconds of respite, and then attacks him from behind. And you called it. You got to know where Dax Xander is at all times.
Dax is out there. He's always got something up his sleeve.
Yes, sir. Even when he doesn't wear those sleeves.
Exactly. He has the tights that has one long sleeve of tights.
Yeah, it's definitely a choice.
I don't know how you would even call that, but it's something. It is a fashion statement.
I don't know what it's trying to say, but it is a statement.
He's got that hold locked in deep, but he's not giving up.
Oh, working over the chest of Devin Wilson. Dumping out Devin Wilson outside of the ring, distracting the ref, and where is Dax Xander?
Keep your eye on him. He's somewhere. Oh, there he is. There he is. That dastardly Dax Xander.
He's like a cartoon villain.
Cartoon villain.
Kick out at 1. Couldn't even get a 2 count. That's embarrassing. So I know you've never faced Devin Wilson, but what is Chris Preston going to need to do to walk away from this with a win?
That's a good question. I feel like
very resilient as another kick out at 2.
I feel like Devin is resilient. Right now he has to be because, like you said, he wants to get back into that contention for that digital media champion. He's not going to just forget about it. So a win over Chris Preston would definitely get him a match with Dax.
Oh my goodness. I mean, like a win over Chris Preston at any point in history puts you over big.
Big time. But with Dax being right there, like you can see, it's going to be
him in HD.
It's an uphill challenge right here. Because it's not just 1 versus 1, it's 2 versus 1. Any day of the week.
This is why the Mayhem Mafia need to be stopped.
And that's what Unity's trying to do.
The people are wanting Unity to put an end to it, but it feels like the deck is stacked.
The deck is stacked. I mean, they're putting Helix through tables. It's madness. It's absolutely madness. It's chaos. Chaos.
Well,
it's mayhem. It's mayhem.
We can only hope that Unity can put a stop to this mayhem.
We are trying. We're working in unison. But, you know, we do have a...
Speaking of unison, you guys have a 6-man tag match tonight with you and Corey and Eli Daniels.
Eli Daniels is our newer member. We had Hunter Maverick, but now we have Eli Daniels.
Sounds like you guys are going through tryouts almost.
Perhaps. Eli Daniels has really showed that he can go the distance. I mean, he does have a win over Aaron Storm.
Yes, it is, and it was very impressive. I made sure to remind Aaron Storm while he was up here on commentary that he beat him.
Yep, he did beat him. And tonight we plan to do the same.
Yes, you guys take on Jeremy Preston, Dak Xander, that man over there, and Aaron Storm.
But you know Chris will be there somewhere.
Well, if Devin Wilson beats him bad enough here, I don't think he will.
Let's just hope that's the case, and we can actually have a
fair 3-on-3 match.
No one home for Devin Wilson. That was Chris.
No one loves Chris Preston more than Chris Preston himself.
That's true. That is true.
Kick out at 2.
Strong kick out too. He can argue with the referee all night long, but it was a 2.
You ever see a referee go back on what his count was by arguing with him?
No, never.
Is that why you don't do it?
Nope, you can't do it. I had a referee one time hip toss me.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Zach Beard hip tossed me. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I know.
I'll have to bring that up in our next meeting.
When I was Dastardly, when I was the villain king, Zach Beard did not play games. I've learned my lesson. Don't do that with referees.
You know where people can watch that?
On LeagueAllianceWrestling.com.
On our YouTube page.
Yes. Very nice.
Yes, sir. And there's one more plug that we also need to hit while you're up here.
What's that?
I heard that you're somewhat of an author.
I am an author. Yes, I have a book out called Luchador.
You also have a book on the history of Texas Elite Wrestling and other great hits.
I do.
Oh, rope break.
Several. I'm a published author, baby. Check me out on Amazon. Buy my book. Give me some royalties.
Yes, sir. We want more than the hot dog and a handshake around here.
That's right. Speaking of hot dogs and handshake, where's Con at tonight?
Oh, he had some business to attend to, some very big business that's going to help bolster our crew.
Some big killer business, if you will.
Yes, sir. But now here I am on my 4th broadcast partner in the evening.
You've been going through several. Who's next on the list?
Oh, I don't even want to look right now. I just hope that you don't get into a fight by the end of tonight.
I hope I'm not.
It has been 3 wrestlers in a row that I've had join me and then get in subsequent fights.
Is that a tomahawk? He's doing a tomahawk.
The tomahawk chop.
The tomahawk chop.
Must be a fan of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't plan on getting involved. Last time I got involved, I got dropped on my head by Chris Preston, so I'm probably going to steer away from chairs and Chris Preston for the time being.
And with you wrestling here tonight, oh, big power slam by Devin Wilson!
Came out of nowhere, out of pocket. Look at Dax trying to come on in. Get him out of there,
Dax knows there's blood in the water, and so does Devin. The straps come down, and so does Chris Preston!
He has him on his
shoulder. He's got him distracted. Nat has banned Dax Xander from the side of the ring, and he's been pushed like a child.
He is out of here. Oh, speaking of dropping him on his dome, he's going for the...
Not this again!
He's going for
Come
it.
on, Chris! Oh! What a reversal there by Devin Wilson, and he's got the cover! And that's an emphatic 3 count. Devin Wilson picks up the win over Chris Preston.
That's a huge win right there.
You guys should have recruited him.
We should have. Maybe we need to put him on the list.
Hey, I like where this is going. Let me
Yep.
give you his details.
All right, let's get it. All right, I had fun up here.
It was always a pleasure, Sean Cordova. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Women leave hands up.